Well, let's discuss this with Iranian-American journalist Camelia Entekhabifard. She joins us live now from Dubai. Thank you very much for your time. Now, the inquiry found Amini's death was not only, quote, unlawful, but caused by physical violence in the custody of state authorities. What happens now? Will her family ever see justice?
Thank you so much for hosting me. Greetings to you and the viewers. It's nothing new for the Iranians hearing today. After 2 years, the Human Rights Council has been concluded that Mahsa Amini killed in the custody. It was very obvious fact for the Iranians, but unfortunately for the Human Rights Council and for the United Nations Human Rights Council, it takes a year and a half up to today to come to these presentations. And you just aired a presentation of Iran representative in the High Commission of the Human Rights Council that he was opposing the report. Why they have to appoint Iran, which is violating the human rights in such a high commission? Not only this gentleman, Mr. Abdi, last year Ali Bahraini has been appointed to another Commission of the Human Rights Council at the United Nations. To be frank with you, yes, there would be justice for Mahsa Amini. There would be justice for the family of the Iranian who brutally killed and they lost a part of their bodies and dismantled, but not through the Human Rights Council, through the Iranian people themselves who are seeking the justice. Iranian totally lost their faith from the international community to supporting them, to protecting them when they were needed so much during of those demonstrations. They are so much left alone. And yes, it's very good, this report, but it's little too late.
And Camelia, the report also found that the protests that followed were marked by, again, quote, egregious human rights violations. Can we expect to see a change in attitude towards protests following these findings, do you think?
No, because Iranian does what they feel and they believe it's correct for them to pursue, and they wouldn't wait to see if there is a proof for the facts which they are already known, and they examine at the streets of Iran. Even today, we are discussing these things. I promise you, for the Iranian inside Iran, that kind of the report, it's not a big news or make big changes for them. The real changes would made by the Iranian people inside Iran. Those things, again, are very good. But when we are seeing during the demonstrations at their peak time, Raisi, the president of the Islamic Republic, is able to travel to the United Nations, it's breaking their heart. When they are seeing behind the scenes President Biden and his administration negotiating the Iranians, they don't believe that kind of the researchers and these statements to be supporting them. They listened a lot during this last demonstration in Iran, and that is nothing than they have to stand with each other rather than to wait and seek the support of the foreigners.
And Mahsa Amini's death, as we well remember, triggered an unprecedented uprising. It's still having repercussions in Iran for a new generation of women, would you say?
Mahsa was a symbol. She was a symbol of changes in Iran to make to regime changes. She just makes the same waves and the same move, which it continued in the past few years. She was another signs of the awakening for the people who are, for years and years, they want to make the regime change in Iran. And I am still not seeing the ground is only about a woman, and all those demonstrations was for example, only the hijab or an Iranian asking for the freedom of what they have to wear. It was much more beyond than this. It was for the social justices. It was for the human rights. It was about choosing their own leaders, to live at the way they wish for, to change this corrupt government. Hijab it was a symbol of these changes, not all of that. And men and women in Iran, they has been protested. There are many men killed in Iran. Many of them hanged, or still they are in prison. And we cannot say that was only belong to the woman. I'm a woman, and I'm very proud of the Iranian woman and what they has been received and granted and supported by the man. But Iranian man and woman always shoulder by shoulder, they seek justices and changes. And that comes today because the whole nations are willing for these changes. And it doesn't matter how long would we take. I believe the regime would change in Iran by the support of all Iranian women. And Mahsa Amini was a symbol of this protest. I never called that it was just a woman march or just a protest led by the woman. It was men and women. As even you are showing now on the pictures, we are seeing men and women in Iran. They were all at the street inside the country.
Camelia, thank you so much for talking to us this evening. Camelia Entekhabifard, talking to us live from Dubai there.